Improved Production Car Racing, proudly presented by WA Hino, Knight Group, and BM Graphics and Promotions.
Race one for the production cars and improved production cars. 12-minute journey with the one lap on top of that. So once we clock over 12 minutes, one more lap to go, and that's the way she wins. WA Hino on board with production cars and improved production cars as they come out on track. Okay, well, so far, after qualifying, we had Steve Turpin in first place, Brent Peters back there in second, Corello in third, Hokawama in fourth, and Robbie Lansmere, car number 56, back there in fifth. Robbie Lansmere, great to see that young man been doing a little bit of work on the radio with his brother. Okay, Steve Turpin, the man himself, Les Turpin, the man behind the spanners. We've got the young fella out there driving the VE Commodore, and he's in first position. He's running in the D class, and Brent Peters running in the B2 class. B1, B2, nonetheless. So Brent Peters out here in the BMW M3. We've got Laurie Whitome. He's in the RX-7. Not racing the Mustang this time, the RX-7. Christopher Lillis, he's in the Chevy, the HSV Camaro. And Michael Woodhead, wow, who's pretty much been dominating production cars, or should I say the 3 Series production cars. He's in the Cooper S, beautiful little Mini, and don't we just love the Minis? And wait till the Historics come out tomorrow, folks, and the Minis come out. You're going to absolutely love the racing. Steve Turpin, he's in the VE Holden Commodore. We've got Joe Corello in the BMW, William Panizza, Hyundai XL, Cameron Burns, the Honda Civic, the Volkswagen Beetle is being steered by Madison Galton, Lachlan Cove, Lachlan's on board, the Hyundai XL, Grant Gallen, Ford Escort, Robbie Lansmere, the Toyota GT86 or the GTS 86. Yeah, Toyota 86, a well-known sports car. Gary Edwards on board the BMW. Ashley Cove, Hyundai XL, also Hyundai XL. Charlotte Cove, Trent Hukamau on the Mazda RX-7. And finishing things off, another Hyundai XL, Harrison Burns. Great to see some big names out here. Just about to grid up as we look forward to race number one. Race number one for improved production and 3 production cars here at Carco Raceway. Did say it's a 12-minute race plus 1 lap. Just waiting on the green light to come out. The onboard camera here looking great. Just about all clear. Turpin in first place. Brent Peters on the outside in second place. I wonder if Brent Peters might actually get the better launch here. Wouldn't be surprised if Brent doesn't actually get the best launch here. Maybe get in front of Stevie into turn 1. Here we go, folks. Green flag, racing away they go. Oh, terrible start there by Brent Peters. A shocking start. Turpin is out of there. And Corello up into third place. Oh, man. With Hackamel back there in fourth. Yes, indeed, Steve Turpin, great start. Brent Peters must be just about kicking himself with a terrible start from position number 2. And he finds himself just behind Corello there as they work their way up through turn 4 for the first time. First time of probably 10 laps. I say it's a 12-minute race plus 1 lap. Turpin sector time of a 46.7. Not surprised. Brent Peters finds himself down there in third position as they dive down into turn 6. Safety car has been called. Oh, disappointing. Safety car. We've got the stall on the start. We didn't get off the start, unfortunately. Oh, the little Beetle, the Volkswagen Beetle of Madison Galton hasn't got off the line. Oh, darn it. That is so disappointing for young Madison. And the car's getting towed away. Oh, that is disappointing. So the field comes under the control of the safety car, the Seaview Ford Falcon safety car. And we see car number 24. Oh, the little Volkswagen Beetle being shuffled away. Ah, damn, that is so disappointing for Madison Galton. Yep. Shuffle away onto the infield, and that'll be collected after the race. We did say that during the officials briefing that if cars do breakdown or stall on the track, we'll be just shuffling them quickly, putting them out of the way, and then carrying on with the race, and then moving them completely at the end of the race rather than having lengthy delay periods. So that's really good work by the officials here at the WA Sporting Car Club, getting the young Beetle off the track. So we could pretty much say that the Seaview safety car could pretty much turn out those amber lights and bolt away. And I think the amber lights may have just about gone. In actual fact, no, they are. The amber lights are still on, so the safety car still is active. But I wouldn't be surprised if we don't go racing pretty much straight away. Still got 6 minutes to go in improved production cars and 3E production cars. Race number 1 here at Carco Raceway. Yeah, safety car at the moment. It's great to see the yellow flags out. We see the safety car boards out there. And again, we really appreciate the work that all our staff and volunteers and everyone that makes the racing happen today, the effort you put in today. Thanks again, guys and girls. Really appreciated. Big 2-day race meeting, and Steve Turpin leads the field around. Unfortunately, yes, we say that Madison Galton is out, but Steve Turpin leads the field across the field with Corello in second place, Brent Peters in third, Halcamo is in fourth place, Robbie Landsmere in fifth, Burns back there in sixth, Whitmore in seventh, Gary Edwards, good on you, Gazza, back there in eighth, Harrison Burns in fifth, and Panizza back there in 10th position. We've got the onboard camera sitting right behind Stevie Turpin. This is Corello, and it's Turpin across out of turn 5, heading down the hill in towards turn 6, closely followed by Corello. Brent Peters, who got that shocking start off the grid position. I don't know, he stalled it or I don't know what he was doing, but it was a terrible start there by Brent Peters. And he found himself in third position. I revved him up. I thought he might be able to get himself, in front of the VE Commodore off the start. Wasn't to be the case. And Steve Turpin coming down towards turn 7 in first position. Car number 3. Dad Les Turpin pretty much spins all the spanners, or at least that's what he tells us. And across the stripe there, let's see, the lap was a 62.49 there for Stevie Turpin across the stripe, and Corello back there in second place with a 1:04, so a 64-second lap. Brent Peters also in the 64-second laps. Joel Corello in second place, had mentioned, on board the BMW 318i. On screen 181, this is, of course, Trent Halcamo on board the Mazda RX-7 of the red car, black and red car. Trent racing out here. What I say, he's currently in fourth position, doing the 1:06, so 66-second laps. Just a little bit, he's actually just about level there. Robbie Landsmere also doing 67-second laps, so this will be tough. Landsmere, can he overtake Halcamo? I don't know, that's going to be really tough. Because he's got a nice little lead. Brent Peters in third place, a nice little lead over the top of them. So coming down the hill, Gary Edwards, a nice little lead on board the BMW. Oh, looks like somebody trying to dive down the inside. Not quite getting it done. That was Brent Peters trying a little dive on Joel Corello. Couldn't quite get it done into turn 1. And back on here we got, this is that terrific battle here between Trent Halcamo and, of course, Robbie Landsmere. Robbie Landsmere, super experienced racer. XL pretty much anything. He reckons he can race anything, does our Robbie Landsmere. And he's doing his bit, doing his darndest up towards turn 5 as we speak. Gary Edwards down a little bit further in the BMW. Oh, Panizza went out very, very wide there at turn 1. Collects up, fortunately. Thank you for not bogging it all the way down to the axles there, Panizza. That was very nice of you to not cause the delay. Here we go, second and third. Joel Corello, Brent Peters. Oh, Peters blew the start, otherwise he may well have had that position in front of Corello. Coming across the stripe just on 2 minutes to go. 2 minutes and 20 seconds. Of course, this is race 1 for improved production cars and 3E production cars. Diving down towards turn 1, Steve Turpin has literally pulled out. He's in a different postcode, is our Stevie Turpin up through turn number 1 as he's just about to turn into turn 5 and fighting their way through turn number 4. It's this great little battle between Joel Corello and Brent Peters. Really good, really good racing. Both racing in the 103. In actual fact, Brent Peters, he pulled out a little bit. He's racing in the 103s. So he's got about half a second pace on Joel Corello. But of course, track position is all the difference. Oh, getting a little sideways. Brent Peters out of the bowl of turn 6. And he really pushing hard. We see there's all these Hyundai XLs. Isn't that great to see them racing in improved production? Almost double duties with the Hyundai XLs. There's a lot of Hyundai XLs in garages here in West Australia. Or across the stripe, Brent Peters having a look up the inside. Can't get it done though, unfortunately for he. Corello doing a little bit of blocking. This is good racing across the stripe. Let's see, coming across the stripe, it's Gellan, Hokomo and Landsmere. That is a good little battle. Gellan on board the Ford Escort, and Hakamo and Landsmere right behind him with Burns and Edwards, and Harrison Burns even doing well back there in 9th position. Unfortunately for Panizzi, had a little bit of an outing there at turn number 1. Thought he'd check out the temperature of the sand. He's able to bring it back on track without causing any delays. Over the top of the hill, here we go. Look at this little gaggle, and look at big Steve Turpin about to catch them all. Big Stevie Turpin in the VE Holden Commodore. And here's the battle behind, the battle even further for Joel Corello and Brent Peters. Turpin round the inside, takes 3 Hyundai XLs in one step. One giant leap for the VE Commodore, puts himself in front of the 3 tail enders, and he'll shuffle himself up, or gives himself a further commanding lead of about 150, 200 metres. He's got the lead over Joel Corello back there in second place, who is holding off Brent Peters. And Brent Peters, he was right up there. He appears to have dropped off the pace ever so slightly, as we do believe we've got the last lap board. If we're not got the last lap board, we must be very close to it. Exactly, we've got just on 20 seconds remaining, I do believe, on my timing screen here. Steve Turpin, another more time for you to do another lap, Stevie Turpin, wherever you are out there. Here he comes down in towards turn 7. Turpin. Car number 3, the VE Holden Commodore, comes across the stripe and he gets the last lap board. So this is the last lap board for Stevie Turpin. Car number 3 as he goes into turn number 1. And his next competitor, who's behind him, still coming down the hill towards, actual fact, across the stripe now is Joel Corello. Brent Peters still trying to get past him, doing the 103s, and Brent Peters been doing the 103s, and Joel Corello in the 104s, but Peters just can't find his way past. Here we go, Steve Turpin on his final lap, down in towards turn 6, overtakes the tail ender. Last lap board is out there. This is like the gravy part for Steve. He can just put his feet up, rub his hands through his hair, thinking, how good is this? The VE Holden Commodore looks on song, it sounds on song, comes down the hill to negotiate turn 7 for the last time. Stevie Turpin comes across the stripe. Let's see, what'll he do for the last lap? Lobs himself a 102.1. It's probably his fastest lap, actually, the last lap. A 105, I should say. A 105.37 there for Steve Turpin. So he takes the win. Joel Corello in second. Brent Peters, after really muddling up the start, comes in second. We've got Gellan in third. Hakamo, yes, back there in 5th. He comes across the stripe. Robbie Landsmere in 6th. And we've got Burns back there in 7th, still waiting for the boys to come across the stripe.
We're joined by Joel Corello in his BMW, who just raced in the improved production categories. This is sponsored by WA Hino. You came second, Joel. You're going to be happy with that. What a great result from your first race today.
Yeah, it was good. We had a bit of a scrappy testing yesterday, just on some old tyres and stuff. We made a lot of changes to the car, new diff and some damper settings. But yeah, had a spin in quali, so I was a little bit behind as well already. But yeah, managed to keep it together. Had some good defence against Brent. He was pretty quick, but hopefully it was all kosher. But yeah, no, it was good. It's good race.
It's a pretty competitive category, isn't it, Joel? So when you're out there, I mean, apart from the fact you're all driving different vehicles, there's a lot of driving skills required, isn't it, to get around this track? Unfortunately, today is a perfect day for racing.
Yeah, so with our class as well, there's quite a bit of variance in the cars and the setups. A lot of cars will have straight line speed and less corner speed. Mine sort of sits somewhere in the middle where it has quite a bit of straight line speed and it's a little bit lower on the corner speed. So yeah, it is tough, especially for me. Basically first real season, getting used to the car. It is a handful to drive. It's very tail happy, but yeah, I'm getting there. Every race is getting better.
And how did you get into this field?
So yeah, my dad had a lot of time up here in his younger years, about 20 years. Through the late 80s and 90s. So growing up, I was always involved, just seeing it happen, seeing the cars built in the shed.
And you also did some time in go-karts as well, Joel.
Yeah, just a little bit when I was young. Obviously wasn't super well off and got to tour around and do it full time, but I did get a bit of seat time. And I've always been into cars, watched so much motorsport. Like, I've just grown up with it, you know. Played sim racing, all that sort of stuff these days. So, yeah, I'm just, I don't know, maybe born for it.
Like many other people here, Joel, you've got a great family connection with your family being involved in racing. You said your father for 20 years and so forth. And it seems to be the norm here with most of the competitors of some sort of family lineage when it comes to racing.
Yeah, well, that's local racing, you know, like that's the way it stays afloat. Families stay involved. Yeah, exactly. Like, I can't even count on my hands the amount of people here that my dad raced against or knows from back in those days, and they're still here today. You know, it's everyone. So that also helps.
Getting back to racing, who are your main competitors on the track in your mind?
So sort of locally, we're in an interesting spot with the improved production. We're only in WA we sort of do the under 3 litre class. So there's a few guys, the Gellens, the Trent in his rotary RX-7, Matty in the VW Bug, and yeah, there's a few others. But ultimately the goal is to get sort of outright pace and up the front with those V8s as well. Yeah.
Well, second place is a good start.
Absolutely. Good luck for the rest of the competition today.
Improved Production Car Racing, proudly presented by WA Hino, Knight Group and BM Graphics and Promotions.